Hey everybody, it's Terry Ann. I'm coming on my YouTube channel today to talk about this crazy energy that's been around. I know it's not just affecting me. I've talked to several people now who have just been overwhelmed, feeling anxiety, out of sorts, out of whack, tired, headachy, nauseous, all of these up and down energies that have been coming in. And some of it's planetary. Some of it is right now that we are in the Aries energy, but the majority of it for everybody is that we are being called to leave behind what no longer serves us, leave behind all of that baggage that we don't want to take with us now going forward into this new earth that we are entering. And that can be scary, and that can cause anxiety and some overwhelm and some feelings of fear, stepping into the uncharted territory. So I pulled from my 7 energies deck today a little bit earlier before I started, and one of the first cards I pulled was the Uncharted Sea. Now the Uncharted Sea talks about, and I'll tell you how all these play into one another. For us, the Uncharted Sea is talking about this energy. We're entering this energy, and it is this fear-based energy, and you are being called to live from love, not fear. So they're asking you to look at, where is that fear coming from? Is it an old conditioned belief from this lifetime? Is it a past lifetime? And if that's the case, you may need some hypnotherapy or spiritual hypnosis to help you release some of that. But if it is from this lifetime, look at it so you understand what it is: the pain, the suffering, the fear, the anxiety, the angst that's been in your life before. And so now you want to step into this uncharted territory, which is a little scary. And can you do it? The next card I pulled was, I love this card too. It's called a deep breath. And so a deep breath, what does a deep breath mean to you? For me, a deep breath is going into that space, going inward, looking at those feelings, those anxieties and fears that are coming up. What is it? It's those anxieties and fears, and then taking that deep breath, so going inward, doing some meditation about it. What is it? Where is it coming from? Help you to understand it better, and then release it, because you do know any fear, any anxiety, any resentment, any pain, any sorrow, all comes from what? The ego. And so we don't want to live from the ego anymore going forward into this new earth. We want to live from our heart space, from our love, knowing that we are worthy of having everything that we desire, if we can leave all that behind us. And then this just tied it all in together for me. So the third card I pulled was a perfect harmony, and you see the music notes coming out. When you, number 1, release, look at what it is that you need to release. Number 2, go inward, and where is this coming from? What kind of feelings, what kind of old beliefs are still there that need to be released? Then we step into the perfect harmony. And so what is the perfect harmony for you? For me, the perfect harmony is being in a space of love, living from a space of love, having no fear, resentment, anxiety, intrepidations about where I'm going or what I'm doing, or can I do this? It's huge. We are being called now, the light workers of the world. We are being called now to step into this huge, expansive role that is very scary for many of us. And so for many of us, we have done it before, but in this lifetime, we have not. We have learned our lessons and all of that. So now we're ready to build this perfect harmony. And I just love this card. It just shows so much beauty. The pink, you can see the pink, about the heart space, compassion, self-compassion, self-love. So that's where we're at with the cards today. Now, I'm going to do a tiny little guided meditation for you to take you into a space of just being. How do you get into this space of just being? What can I do for you today? So I am trained in Usui Reiki, Karuna Reiki, Lytharian Reiki, all bringing in higher bands of energy healing. As we go up and higher, we change our frequency, or we change our vibration. So I'm bringing in those higher bands of Reiki today. I want you to begin to close your eyes. Begin to take a deep breath in. Begin to focus on your heart space. Drop into your heart space now. Clearing I want you to take a couple of deep breaths, focusing on your breath. So deep breath in and release that. Another deep breath in and release that too. And I want you to begin to drop into your heart space. I want you to feel your heart doing the breathing for you. Imagine that your heart, just in your mind's eye, imagine that your heart is breathing in and out and up and down. Every breath you take brings you deeper and deeper into relaxation and peace. And from your heart space, I want you to imagine this beautiful emerald green, pink, compassionate light coming from your heart and extending out. As it extends outward, it goes through your physical body, your mental and emotional body, and your spiritual body. So feel that energy now expanding out through all of your energy bodies, and as it spins and turns, it goes in a counterclockwise direction, clearing. We are now clearing on all molecular and cellular levels. And so I was also trained in theta healing. Theta brings in creator of all that is. So you may hear me say some statements or affirmations, releasing. And these activations are specific. So if you watch the replay or you come back later, you can still receive that energy from this activation. So I want you to imagine as that energy builds out, it connects you to a bubble of light. And as you travel through all the layers of the universe until you reach the 7th plane of creation, where we'll call in your higher self, your guides, and your angels today to bring forth new energies, new peace, new love, new uncharted territory that you are safe in and you are secure enough in. You have what it takes. So creator of all that is, it is now commanded to bring in the activation of peace, love, serenity now. Thank you, Creator Sealer. For anybody listening and anybody that watches later, receive these activations. And so again, how I feel this energy is circling my body, mainly my torso right now, because we're talking about worth, we're talking about confidence, we're talking about, do I have what it takes? And the answer is yes, you do. Trust in the knowing that you were divinely created for this beauty, to be on your path to help others succeed, to help others see, to help others awaken to the understanding that when we live from our heart space, when we create from our heart space, not our fear or ego mind base, we create an infinite amount of love and abundance. And it is not only for the good of us, but for the good of humanity, and that energy spreads out. So as we're in the 7th plane of creation now, I'm asking you to envelop yourself in that bubble and drop back down into your heart space. And I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I release what no longer serves me. I release what no longer serves me. I release what no longer serves me. And I want you to take a moment and place your hands on your heart now, and I want you to ask your heart, ask yourself, self, what is it? What is it that's keeping me bound to that fear, that anxiety, and how can I release it? Whether it's pain and suffering, whether it's feelings of self-worth, not good enough, I don't know if I can do this, whether it's feelings of lack, whether it's feelings of fear, whatever it is, I ask you now to surrender to what it is and to place it in God's hands and understand that when we release and we surrender, we can move forward and create in that space of love, light, compassion. So take a deep breath in and out with me. And another one, deep breath in and out. Now as we released it, now we need to fill it back up. So in your heart space, I want you to imagine this beautiful pink light of compassion coming from the beautiful Archangel Ariel, and as she stands before you, she sends you this beam of light from her heart to your heart. And through this beam of light, you feel this beautiful, expansive energy. And it may make you cry, it may make you release that way, and that's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to let those feelings rise to the surface and release them. Some people release through yawning or burping, whatever it is for you. But feel, as you begin to tune into that body, that heart, feel how that difference feels when Archangel Ariel comes in now. So Archangel Ariel, please help everyone listening today on the call and on the replay to step into the new role in the new earth and live from love, not fear. We ask you now to connect your heart with my heart and with the heart of everyone listening today. And do you feel that? It's a little twinge or pain or heaviness. Whatever's in that heart space that you're feeling now, I want you to say it's okay to let it go. It is okay. You don't any longer need to hang on to any of that. Those were all past lessons. They're completed. So it's okay to let go. It's okay to let go of any of that feeling of heaviness or any blockages that are sitting there now. Now I want you to begin to visualize your heart growing bigger and bigger, and as your heart grows bigger and bigger, it grows outwards. And this beautiful heart grows outwards, and you feel the energy, the green and pink energy, going through every cell of your body now. As you take in that energy, I want you to feel it bubbling up inside of you. Seeing in your mind's eye this pink, greenish glow about your heart, and as it spreads out, I want you to open your heart. Open to that vulnerability, open to that trust, open to that knowingness that sits inside of you. So take a deep breath in and release it now. And again, this is just a simple, quick meditation that you can do to get into that space. Of releasing, and over the next couple of weeks, because the energy is really up and down, continue to do it. You can do it daily. Energy healing doesn't hurt. It can't harm you in any way. It'll go to where it needs to go, so trust. And I hope to get back to do another one. Like I said, I am traveling right now. We are promoting our book, From Death to Life, The Incredible True Story of Anthony Joseph. And for those of you that don't know, that is the story of my son who passed and our connection now. And so we are on the road promoting our book. Right now we're in South Carolina. We are heading to North Carolina, and we're going to be doing a in-person book sign-in in Littleton, North Carolina. So if you're around, I will have the details later on my YouTube page, or you can find it on my Facebook page at Energy Healing with Terry Ann Russell. And as always, feel free to send me a friend request too. It's Terry Ann Russell on Facebook. There's a picture of me and Anthony in my profile picture, so that's how you'll know it's me. And again, I just am so blessed to be able to serve and to be able to share the wisdom that's coming from all of your angels and guides today. So I thank you. Namaste.